Whoops. Not paying attention for like 2 seconds. I'll have my switch turned off. Hi. We're here. We're Arceus. Have you been doing the type advantage thingy? Something might be a touch more fun could be who's that Pokemon? Yeah, probably. We could try to find a quiz quick. I didn't do it last time, but that's because I think last time I think the cats had shut off my screen last time. Stream, not scream. And I was just like, yep, no, okay, we're a little late now. We'll just skip that. But I could try to find a who's that Pokemon quiz quick. Or if you have one in mind. I thought I found one, but spelling counts. That's nice. Let's see. I need to switch thingies quick. I'm prepared. Alright, well, before we do that, like, even I don't know how to spell all of them. Ew, a spelling quiz? Oh yes, so first we have a new follower, Rorik2. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. We are now 26 of 55. I remembered to put it in before I start streaming. Go me. Question of the day today. I think it was boat related. That's okay, Nightbot. I'll do it myself. Wait, did it go? Aha. Oh, what would you name a boat? I would name it the SS Shut the Fuck Up, because that's just funny, but it's just SSSTFU. You know, SSSTFU. I don't even remember what SS stands for. I think I figured it out once, and I was like, really? Okay. But let's see. Have you found one, Chai Tea? Otherwise, I can look for one too. Is there an Arceus one? I'd appreciate that. I got distracted. No problem, no problem. SS. There is one. Well, what the heck? Okay. I'm not sure how that one was supposed to work. Okay, there's just an Arceus quiz. Can do the one that needs spelling, and if you get the name but can't spell it, we could give it to you. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, because I'm not good at spelling. You can... Everything besides the fact that you need proper spelling is really nice. Okay, you can either slap that in the Discord, otherwise I think you're a VIP. Or rather, you're a regular, so you might be allowed to just do it. Put a link in the game thing? Sure. Otherwise, I think you can just do it in chat, because I made you a regular as you are regular. But if you don't want to risk it. Ho ho ho! Alright, I need to switch screens. Is it this one? Ooh, you're special, right? Okay. turn down the music a little. Oh, well, it's ducking. And we'll turn it a little bit. All right. Oh, I know this one. We are beginning. How long is it? You can select which gens you want to do by clicking on the tabs. Oh, let's do forgiving spelling. Sound off works for me. I mean, I don't know any of the gens by name, to be frank. So I don't know who's in Gen 1, Gen 2. How many are there? Well, let's do like, I don't know, let's do 20 of them. 20 sounds good to me. I know this one's Mimikyu. You'd definitely be most familiar with the first gen? Okay, well, let's just turn off. Mimikyu. Yay. Nidoran? Nidoran? I feel you'd be less familiar with gens past two, probably. Because I came in around gold and I didn't finish gold, and then I did the DS ones. This is Nidoran, isn't it? Nidoran? Or is this Nidorino? Nidorino. Nidoran? Aha! Nidorana? Mothra. Mothra. Mothia. Mothia? I have no idea. I've never gotten that. Oh, that's the Oddish? Yes. Aww. See, this is the swirly durly belly guy. But I don't know his name. Poliwhirl? Or is that the baby one? Hey! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, well that's like Magnanite or something, right? Magnanite? Well, it might be the evolution of the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Magnetite? Magnetite? Magneton? Okay. This is Nidorino, right? Oh. Nope, this is Nidoran. Oh, that's Cubone. That's what I thought. It's... Man, the forgiving spelling is not helpful. Charmander? Because, like, it doesn't let me finish the word. Oh, that's Jolteon. Jolt? I was like, it was Hypno something. That's Jigglypuff. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. Is that not Bulbasaur? Oh no, that's its older brother. Its older brother... Venusaur. Venusaur. Venusaur? Venus. Is it not Venusaur? Is it Bulbasaur? I'm just spelling it horribly. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. I don't know. It isn't. Ivy! Cubone Mach 2? Soon to be dead mom? I have no idea. Marowak. Okay. Cubone Mama. I recognize the shape, but I don't know what it is. Because bones have marrow? That makes sense. I don't know. We'll do like 5 more. Seadra? Ah! Oh, I should have known this! Oh, I should have waited! The heck? Nope, never would have gotten it. Oh, is this Golbat? Yeah. It hardens a lot, and it comes from the worm. Cephalopod? No, that's a water creature. Oh, I don't know. Nope. It makes sense, but I wouldn't have gotten it. Vulpix. Alright, last one. Oh. Oh, it's in Team Rocket's team. Coughing. No. Coffin. Cough. Is it coughing? I just don't know how to spell it. Okay, well, I technically got it. Oh, it's with a K. Alright. Well, I didn't do too bad, I don't think. My best was 7 in a row, so... works for me. Oops, wrong scene. Well, actually, I need to get the console turned back on. So we will stay here a moment. Whoops. Oh. Forgiving spelling doesn't accept C instead of a K, right? Like, it didn't let me finish some words. Even though I knew the answer. But like, I guess, what you gonna do? Okay. Let's hope. Okay, should be good. Emphasis on should. Okay, we good. Okay, so last time we got yelled at a lot and everyone was super mean to us. And now we have to fix something that we didn't even like do, as far as I understand. And unfortunately, we have to trust this man. I don't trust you. I think we're good on most things. Hate you. It's not his fault. Whatever, let's get out of here. Hey, Automon, what's up? Let's go to the lake. Here, I suppose. I do not know how much of this game is left. So, if we complete it quickly, which I doubt, because I think there's like 3 things at least to do. We'll either just end early, or... Is that a Snorlax? No, it's not Snorlax. I don't know what it's called. Or we'll just continue playing and just fill out the Pokedex. Because I know that's something I haven't done yet. I was given some information that's needed to complete the end, quote-unquote, of the game. Oh, golly. Ooh, I feel I've almost forgotten how to play. I think I know what I'm doing. I just remember we have to go to a bunch of, like, lakes and stuff. Whee! Sploosh. Alright, where are we going? Makes sense. So either doing this will just make us end really quickly, like just doing it all in one. That's not the entrance. Or it'll still take forever, who knows? Did I miss it? Nope. All I know is there's now rupees in the sky. Wait, hold on. Ah, gosh diddle. Whatever. Get out of my face. Hey guys. What's that? Oh, not you. I thought you were someone else. They say this lake actually used to be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water, and so Lake Verity was born. That's nice. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Okay, or that's how the odd tales go anyway. Ring ring, your ARC phone is beeping. Ah, I see. We have Apple Pay. It opened the gate. Oh, I'm funny. That cave, it just appeared from nowhere. Is the ARC phone the professor was going on about? Let's do this, Trevelyan. Mistress Cogita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Great. Whoops. Yeah, let's save before that. Also, let's leave before that Gyarados fights us. There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. Oh, what am I looking at? A menacing Pokemon stands before you. Trounce that thing, Trevelyan. Prove the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. I don't like it, though. Do you think I can back attack it? Oh. Well, I wanted to send out Drifloon first, but this is fine. I guess we'll start with my weakest Pokemon. I mean, 60's not weak, I think. Yeah, let me turn down a little bit. I think it was being a bit loud. Okay, what am I looking at? Steel Dragon. I don't remember. I don't think I have anything super effective against it. No. Well, I guess let's just send out Lift Balloon then. Okay. Ow. So, it's not very effective, but that doesn't mean it won't work, right? Okay, cool, 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 cool. Good job, Love Balloon, good job. And now we can hex them. The move missed. Screw you, man. Come on. But it has 100% accuracy. How did it miss? Thank you. Hydro pump. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure Love Balloon's just gonna be our powerhouse, considering he has the most health. A good combo. Okay. Ugh. Can I catch it? This is some, like, chill music. Like, I can catch it. Ooh, it's mine. Ooh, it's mine. Thank you. Oh, I just realized there are no cats. You were just watching my hands. It's a little weird. Oops. That's the way, Trillium. I can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. You feel a mysterious presence. Oh, hello. Yow. Oh wait, I have to fight her? Oh, whoops. Your emotions. Share them with me. Sure. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Bewilderment, I suppose? How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Well, besides calling Love Balloon, you know, ugly, it's been exciting. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? It's a wide, wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Life is complicated. I was confused. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Okay, thank you. Surprised behind my eye. Wow. You can put your arm down, Automon. You obtain Mesprit's Plume. Proof that you've completed the trial set by Mesprit, the being of emotion that lives in the Lake Verity. This item is needed to forge the red chain. Okay. Yum! Bye-bye. I can't even imagine what that must feel like, having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now we've two lakes left to visit. 2 leaks. What's the meme? With the spinning. I can't even remember the song. It's with the orange-haired girl and she's spinning a leak, because I think she dropped it or something. Looks like that worked out well, Trevelyan. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Sui Volo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't probably know how we came to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder, for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kakita's home? Sure, let's go back there. Yeah. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Give me a second here. Well, I guess it's loading, so we'll just wait. Ah, Mistress Plume. So the legends told it's true, then the red chain must be real as well. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing, and it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess. But how? Why? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, we're the rift to widen and... What? Were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we do is complete 2 more trials and look at the red chain. How nonchalant you sound, how confident of success to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. I like you. Alright. Can we, like... Do I need to sleep? Can I borrow your bed, lady? Nope. Oh wait, there was like a tent nearby, wasn't there? Or a fire? Maybe I have to leave to sleep. See if I even need to, though. I've no idea. So, where are you headed? Up here, I suppose? Oh, are we going up to that area that I haven't been allowed in? No, I think that's the other place, actually. Never mind. We'll rest just in case. Your party Pokemon resting all happy and healthy again. Oh my god. Okay, where are we going? You're going there. Oh, we've been there. Never mind. Don't know what I was talking about. Alright, let me hear your plea, but I'm probably not going to do it just now. Hey, you remember the Galaxy Team Server Corps, right? I've heard you're studying Pokemon and making some kind of book about them. Does that mean you're also studying my dear beloved Bergmite? Maybe. What? I can't allow that. That means you'll know more about Bergmite than I do, right? I'm absolutely convinced that nobody loves or understands Bergmite more than I do. I don't even know who that is. Once you've completed its entry in your book, come show it to me. As Bergmite's #1 fan in all of his Sui, I'll make sure you haven't missed any details. Okay, what is Bergmite? Oh! I have. Here you go. You completed Bergmite's entry? Oh, what to do? I want to look, but then I don't want to look, and... Fine, I'll have a look. Huh, I see. No way, really? Wow, I didn't know that. You did a good job. I particularly liked how you made a note of Bergmite's height and weight. This entry shows that you took the time to get to know many Bergmite and studied them with a passion. I mean, I knew everything you wrote already, of course. But what? It's true! I'm the one who knows all there is to know about Bergmite, after all. But I did really enjoy reading the entry you made about Bergmite. Its entry in your book might be complete, but I hope you spend more time studying Bergmite. No, I don't think I will. Oh, cool. Oops. I'll take that. Anyways. Okay, I do want to, like, nab this person quick. And then also just enter that area. Oops. I want the flag here first, thank you. Well, that's right, we have like a bird Pokemon now, don't we? It's just you need actual height to deal with it. Yeah, Bravery. Hello, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, sir. I came to set up another base camp. But I don't spy Craig from the construction corps. I told him to meet me near the base of the falls here in Alabaster, Iceland, so where is he? He's not the type to usually get lost, so I'm honestly a bit worried. Do me a favor. Would you go find Craig for me? I guess so. Like, where am I supposed to look? Look, we'll do that quick just so we can get a nice base camp. Wait, you want me to actually look for Craig? I'm not gonna look for Craig. Screw you, man. I'll come back later. We don't need a base camp. Doo-doo-doo. Oh golly good. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh, just walk up, please. I'm a queen of the world. Can I not go up anymore? Please? Thank you. It's just like, what's happening? Come on. What is happening? I guess I can't go up that high, but I wanna. Fine. Why can't I? Am I not allowed in this area yet? Maybe that's what it is. Ayy. Fine. Where are we? Alabaster. There's a cave down there. Maybe this is where Craig is. I don't like how that was green. Craig? I don't see him. Ooh, but I see this. Oh golly, I'm sorry, game. There's too much going on. Dawnstone. Funky. Hey, are you Craig? One of the Survey Corps, aren't you? Well, this is fortuitous. Have you seen Bryce about? Bryce from the Supply Corps? He's the one who told me to meet him at the base of the falls, and yet he hasn't shown. Yeah, he's just across the river. What? You say he's on the other shore, across the river? I'm glad you came around, or I might have been waiting here till I turned into a block of ice. Hurry off and find Bryce, then, so we can get to the campground. Fine. I found him. Oh! We're good. Brr, it's as cold as a Chupa Chew's snout out here. How do those Pearl Clan people stand it? Well, maybe if you weren't wearing flip-flops. Boy, do I owe you for finding Craig for me. Now we can finally get things set up. And here you have it. Our newest base camp. Stop by anytime you need. I won't. No, I will. Alright. Oh, hey, Profess. Why so sad? Oh, because it's cold. Goodness, I don't know how the Pokemon live in this frigid place find the energy to dash about as they do. Well, they're ice types, so... Do they have nice layers of insulating fat, perhaps? There must be some trick to it. Oh my god, what do you want? So cold, I can't even feel my fingers. I can't work like this. I just want to earn my way up through the ranks. But to do that, I've got to at least warm myself up enough to feel my fingers. Do you think you could bring me a Pokemon that's good at manipulating flames? Then you could keep our fire roaring for me. I guess. Do I have to have it in my inventory? We'll test that before we're just, like, wrong. Do you have any fire? No. What about you? No. Do you count? No, you're electric. Oh, you. Let's get a Magby, I guess. Let's hope we don't need this for something. I did. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm already feeling much warmer thanks to this Pokemon of yours. Now I can focus on my work. Though, now I'm so warm and comfortable, I seem to find my eyelids drooping. Good night. No, I wasn't sleeping, I swear. I was just making sure that my eyelids still existed. You know? You know. When you know, you know. Oh, I'm not talking to you, sir. I don't care about you and your stupid little game right now. Maybe later. And then this way. Alright, to the trial. We're not distracted anymore. Let's run. Yeah, if this goes quick, we can do a bunch of side quests and just try to fill up the Pokedex. But we shall see. We have yet to know. I am going the complete and utter wrong way. This is fine. We'll just climb. Unless it's not gonna let me. That's possible. Niesler, come on. Oh golly, come on. Please let me climb the mountain. What's the point of this climbing Pokemon if I can't climb the mountain? Thank you. Okay, I was like, please don't. Okay, yes, we are here. Oh, we were up here before. I think I was sticking around. Hey guys. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon... Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyways. Your ARC phone is beeping. I have to match the character's enthusiasm. Ha ha ha. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Trevelyan. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there, protecting Link's guardian. Take care. No. Seems stupid. Nope, that's not what I meant. Thank you. Alright. You, me, Automon, let's go. Let's go F shit up. Now, let's see what's waiting for us. Whoa. It's not a phase, Mom. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. Wow, 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 wow. That kind of looks like a dark type, but I don't know. I know you don't need me to tell you this, Trevelyan, but I've still got to say it. Be careful around that thing. I'll consider it. And then I fought a goth. Hello. Oop, who was I selected? I have no idea. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. That's nice. Nasty plot, huh? Oh, okay. I was like, and the hell is that? It is normal ghost, so we might be better off not. But ghost is like... Nope. Nope, it's not. I was gonna say, ghost is like weak against itself, right? But no. No, it's not. Well, since ghost isn't effective, it might just be better to stay as lift balloon, because it can't get attacked then. Okay, was I wrong about something? I was horrifically wrong about something, wasn't I? Well, let's see who's got the better health here. Let's go Isbitu Bribe. Whoa. let's unfaint Left Balloon so he can have some XP. And then let's hope they get in my balls. Please? Sorry, Isby. Let's throw her out for now. Him, sorry. We will... Let's give Left Balloon... No, we don't need that. Let's give Left Balloon some health. Bring Left Balloon out. Do a little drowsy stuff. Ooh, owie. Okay. Well, that hurt. Yeah, ow. This is fine. Let's bring out better Sanic. Let's try the ball again. I know the fainted ones won't get XP, but that's life, I suppose. Hey. Knew you could do it, Trevelyan. You feel a mysterious presence. Ah. Ooh, Kyoun. Give me a second. Okay. Come, I will test your knowledge. Uh-oh, is this a quiz? I didn't study. Combi, Zoombat, Unknown, Magneton, Dustclops. How many are their eyes? 1. Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Well, Zubat doesn't have any eyes, right? Combi has 2 eyes. Zubat has no eyes. Unknown has 1. Magneton has 2. Dustclops has 1. Me each one by one, yet all at once. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. First off, let me save. Let me save. Alright, we are looking. Combi. Combi has 2. Well, no. 6. 6. Combi has 6. Dustclops has 1. Was it Zubat? Zubat has none. What was the last one? Combi, Zubat, 6, 0. I've already forgotten. 6? 0, 1. Oh, Magneton. Something 1. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Magneton. 3. Okay. Okay. 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. It was 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. Is that yes or no? Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Nice. Nailed it. Just gotta use some logical thinking and some research. Woo! You obtained Yuxi's claws. Proof that you have completed the trial sent by Yuxi, the being of knowledge that lives in the Lake Acuity. This item is needed to reforge to forge the red chain. Alright, bye! And just one more to go. Then let's go. I assume all went well, Trevelyan. Well, I mean, 3 of my Pokemon fainted, but yeah. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running around? I guess I can think of 2 reasons. To keep the chain safe, and to test us. Perhaps you're right. Who knows who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all. Though, having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? I don't know, Volo. What use would some villain have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. So, shall we return to Mistress Kokita's home? Yes, please. Wonderful. Then we can see if Mistress Kokita has any more insights to share with us. Yeah, I guess so. So that's Yuxi's claw. I sense a warmth to it. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed. Yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that the Commander Kamado has raised a force. Not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it. Should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? Wow, way to dodge the question. That settles it, Trevelyan. There's no time to lose. We've got one material left to find from the red chain. Let's get to it. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. I don't trust you. Just watch. Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the shrouded ruins. Oh, you got it. Oh, I just don't like you. I don't trust you. You know, I kind of want to look at those alpha Pokemon we got. It looks crazy. Steel Dragon? I don't need you to. You're nice, but I'm done talking to you. Whoop! Just checked in for a bit. Should be back a little later there. Nice. Have fun doing what you do. We're off to the third lake. I'm gonna guess Fogbound. Boop 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 boop. It's a loading screen. I was right, kind of. Oh, I dicked around in that lake too. Oh, I wonder. While we're here, before I forget, let's go there. Because now that I have the bird... Wait, I guess I could test. Wait, I can't throw Pokeballs while in the air? I was kind of hoping I could. Oh, well, I could... Ow! Oh, golly. Okay. Never mind. Screw it. Just thinking, I could use the bird to go get one of those flying Pokemons I was having a hard time getting. But I don't think so. Hello, Kappa. Do you know about Lake Valor? Of course not. It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though these are all blah, 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 blah. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out into the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what he needs, to do what he needs. Nope. To do what he needs doing was born in people's hearts, or that is what legend would have us believe. I don't trust you. I just don't trust you, man. Your Arc phone is beeping. Please use your Apple Pay ID to open portal. I know nothing about Apple Pay. I don't even use Apple products. Oh, a cave appears where there was none, as if just for Trevelyan. That kind of rhymed. In we go, Trevelyan. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. Yeah, alright. Let's just use our fall asleep, attack with Hex if we can tactic. Let's see what we're up against. I have one of those. I had to get those for the sea thing. What type was it? Oh, I've heard about this from my grandfather. Those quills, they're venomous. Poison, huh? Alright. Poison water or something? Huh. Fish me! Oh, I'm sorry. Fishimi! Sashimi! Go, left balloon. Overquill, that's what its name was. I'm so overquill. This thing makes me feel tiny. Or at least Left Balloon. Because, like, Left Balloon's kind of big. I know it's because it's probably an alpha, but you know. You know. Not very effective? That doesn't mean it's not effective. Yeah, that'll do. Let's do an agile one, though. Because I don't want to kill it on accident. Ooh, it's a good thing I did choose the wrist. Get in my balls. Yeet. It's mine. It's mine. Like nothing. Nothing. That's my Trevelyan.
Your Trevelyan? Oh.
Anyways, you feel a mysterious presence.
Ah. Cute. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can.
Wait, are we fighting?
Oh.
Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you meant to throw them at Azelf. Okay. Oh, we're doing it now. Playing the feud. They're cheating.
You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly?
No. I'm gonna hit you. And besides, it's all about willpower or something.
You'll never see it coming.
Oh, come on. That would have hit him.
You seem to hear a voice inside your head. It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless?
Yeah. This isn't the first time I haven't been able to hit something. Aw. I feel like I totally just hit him before, but it like went through him because you're not supposed to like hit him.
Give up. Your struggle in vain. Will you yet press on?
Yeah, here I go. Ataman's just back there like, I don't know about this, man. What if I get him from behind? You'll never see it coming.
Cute.
Oh, I did hit him.
Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Okay, thanks.
You obtained Azelf's Fang. Proof that you have completed the trial set by Azelf, the being of willpower that lives in Lake Valor. This item is needed to reforge the red chain. Golly goodness, I cannot read. Looks like our leg's journey is complete.
We did it, you and me. Not Volo, he didn't do anything.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure Volo will do something. I just don't trust him, you know? Is he a Pokemon? Is he a Pokemon? I don't know. He's super suspicious. I don't appreciate how suspicious I am of him. It seems we finished the Three Lakes trials. Me. Get out of here. If I remember correctly, we were told then to head to the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let's be on our way. The Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we were to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we'd need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now?
Seems I've made it in time.
Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess.
I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know.
Right, but how do we make this red chain?
I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands?
Then what are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste.
What happened? What was that? Oh, hello. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes.
Ooh. That looks fun. You received the red chain.
Okay, bye. So it was true. The pact of our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside.
You succeeded once again, Trevelyan. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Cornet himself. Well, what the heck? What is he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Trevelyan has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right. We've got to let him know it'll be all right now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then and call off his foolhardy plan of his. Nah. Nah, probably not, no. He's gonna be like, we're gonna go anyways. I want to kill God.
Trevelyan? Welcome back. It's been grim here. We and the survey clerks hardly even speak to one another lately. But with you back, maybe Captain Celine's appetite for potato mochi will return. Anyway, wait here a minute, will you? I'll go and let the captain know you're back.
Why didn't the guard stop me? Like, I just ran through the gate. Oh my dear Trevelyan.
The professor has been awfully worried about you, Trevelyan.
Of course I was worried, but I don't think I could hold a candle to the distress you showed, Akari.
That's blowing it out of proportion. I don't think it's appropriate for an adult to make things up just to hide their embarrassment. But, where's the captain? Wasn't she coming along with you, Professor?
She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems our hands are no more full now that Captain Commando's gone.
He's gone?
Well, he's set out for Mount Cornet with the Security Corps in tow. He's determined to handle the whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side.
That's why I was filling in for the regular guards, with Pikachu at the ready.
Well, you suck. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. Like, what the heck? They just let me in, and you were just staring at a spot like, eh. So, you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thank you. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Abra vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you're here because you've managed to learn something of use? I visited the 3 lakes, and I beat up a bunch of Pokemon, and then I took some trials and I got a chain. Go on. You explained about the red chain you obtained. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The security corps have been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountain so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak.
However strong the commander himself may be, he should have gotten Trevelyan to help.
As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Trevelyan, take the red chain to Mount Cornet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all of this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Yeah, 7 stars, baby.
Are you certain you can do that with the commander away, Captain?
Where are her eyebrows? If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. I mean, don't have eyebrows. That's your prerogative. I just noticed it now. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps.
Naturally. No one suggests you should not.
Yay, I'm glad they're coming with me. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, your sister's lost again. Wanda snuck out of the village without telling me, and she hasn't come back. I heard she was all bundled up against the cold, too, so I've got the sinking suspicion she went to the Alabaster Icelands. Whatever sent her out there doesn't seem like it was an assignment from the security corps. But what could have made her want to go to such a dangerous place alone? I really need some help again from you and that Ursaluna. With the scent of the scraps of Wanda's old kerchief, and search her out for me.
Golly jeez.
And this time I'll go look for her myself as well. I can't just stand by and rely on you every time. I'm her big brother. I can't let her down now.
Wait for me, Wanda. I'll save you this time.
Great. I'm gonna have to save them both.
Oh, my savior. I was looking for you, you know.
What?
Did you see your bro? What? My brother went to the Alabaster Icelands? Zeke? That brother? The one who refused to even set foot outside the village since he got attacked by some shinks and totally traumatized? We've got to find him at once. Please, Savior, you've got to help me one more time.
Alright, well, this is an upset. Hey! You have a mission for me? Groof!
Something the matter, Lucario?
Hey. I'm Rye. Like Catcher in the Rye. The book. And you are? Okay, you're Trevelyan. Nice to meet you.
Griff!
What is it, Lucario? Gruel. It seems Lucario sensed your strong aura, too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, no. Well, I guess let's get him in our docket. Oh my lordy, that's a lot. I mean that's 3, but... At home under the eaves. It seems that Chimencho has made itself at home under the eaves of one of the village houses. Speak with Ida, an elderly resident of Jubilife, to find out more on the matter. Okay. Snow White Vulpix in the snow. Kieka, a security corps fellow from Alola, has several Vulpix, but he calls them Kyo. Track him down and see what his quest entails. Okay. It seems Morel the Mushroom Hunter needs a helping hand, or knows, make use of Swinub's special skills and fulfill his request. Okay. I don't think I will. At the moment. Do I have your snow yams? I don't think I do. Gosh diddle. Gosh diddle dang it. Oh, my card's back. Oh, right, because they took my license or whatever. I hate that you're still there. There you are, Trevelyan. Irida's already headed to the Mount Cornet. How are things looking here? The commander is ready at Mount Cornet. He's already started up the mountain. He must be more reckless than that dignified manner he lets on. Not that I can blame anyone for wanting to avoid wasting time. Well, alright then. Guess I'm going after him. We're all going after him. Don't go without me. Let me go first, Trevelyan. If you were to show up with no warning, there'd probably be a fight. Yeah, and I would take him down with my love balloon. He'd like bash him off the side, fall down the mountain. I'm the new commander. Time's a wasting. See you there. Fine. Who's the reckless one? Oh, hey.
Hey, you gotta run out of the village, right? But you still tried to find all a way to help us all?
That's right.
That's right. Javelin worked hard to get that red chain to help us.
Too right, and a fine job he did too. The Survey Corps is always hard at work for the sake of everyone here in the village, as well as for the sake of our relation with Pokémon.
Thanks. Here, take this.
Thanks. Well, that was very nice of you, child. Bye. Your orders are 3. 1. Make for the summit camp, and from there, the Temple of Sinnoh. 2. Use the red chain to resolve this mess. And 3. Return here alive. Okay, I'll think about it. This music's so weird. Oh, hey, Volo. I've heard the latest, so you've been accepted back into the Galaxy team, have you? I suppose congratulations are in order. Here, some max potions for me to celebrate. Thanks. You obtained 3 max potions. It looks like the big moment is upon us at last. But no doubt it'll be fine. After all, you worked so hard to earn that red chain. Both Ottomon and Irida have headed to the peak as well. My good friend Chevalier, I wish you great fortune in battles to come. We ain't friends, buddy. I would truly regret losing one of our most beloved and loyal customers. It seems Kamado intends to use the summit camp as a base of operations for this undertaking. As for me, I think I will set up shop closer to the temple itself. Oh, hey. Things certainly seem to have gotten out of hand. Well, if anything goes wrong, the great Melly will be here for some moral support at least. Cool. We're not friends. Go talk to Volo, my other not friend. Let's take a little nip-nap.
It's sleeping time. Gotta get my Pokemon HP up and get... Whoops! All my thingy-dingies back.
Alright. Oh, hello. Oh, I know this area. I think I tried to get up there before and it wouldn't let me. Ow! So rude. See you later, buddy. Clomp, 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 clomp. Okay. Who's that? Oh, is that Benny? Get out of here, Benny. Are you gonna fight me? I'll destroy you. You and your stupid potato mochi making hands. And your stupid green mustache and your stupid green mutton chops. Oh, still alive and kicking. Sorry about having to shutter the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now, serving up some freshly grilled potato mochi. But that taskmaster Kamado's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even these old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time to get rid of you once and for all. I don't like you. Are you serious? I'll make myself plain. As Kamado's right hand, I'm charged with executing all the gritty deeds Kamado can't or won't do himself. I gave my word I'd get rid of any fools that might dream of getting in the way of his plans. And besides, it's not just Kamado who longs to live in a new home free of fear or strife. His dream is mine now, too. You've seen my smoke bombs before, right? Well, this is how you're meant to use them. Kakashi? When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last, at last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. What the heck? Kakashi! The Galaxy Team Benny challenged you to a battle. That's cool. Are you a dark type? I'll be a little upset if you are. Ooh, we got them good jams back. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're a ghost type. Son of a mother. Be drowsy. Ow. Oh, thank God. Gardevoir. Poison is super effective? Oh, are they, well, no. I'm not gonna complain. Psychic Fairy. Hey! Fine, you want to do that? Yeah, that's what I think you use stupid max potions. Oh, I was like, ow, I think? Oh, ow. Moonblast! Moonbeam! I mean, I hope the next Pokemon I'll be able to, like, have someone just kind of stand out and take some shit from it, because I would really like these other Pokemon to be able to fighting poison. I'd like these other Pokemon to be able to be alive. Let's send out, I don't know, let's send out Sanic. And let's hope they can survive. Yeah, let's send out Luft Balloon. Because I think quick attack's a normal type. If anything, they'll just start using some fighting or poison, which should hopefully be okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, Okay. 80 and 50. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hope that's enough to kill him. That'd be great. Nice, nice, nice. Get out of here, you ninja mofo. Stupid doing your mochi, your dumb potatoes. Yeah, be disappointed. It seems my ninja techniques will soon be co-signed to history. Oh, consigned. Like, what the heck does co-signed to history mean? Very good, young one. Very good indeed. It's only a foolish ninja who tries to keep after a target they know they cannot beat. And to be honest, I don't hate you. Might actually like you after a fashion. Well, I don't like you, so there's that. At least for the skill you show in battle. But listen well, Trevelyan. Pokemon are truly terrifying creatures. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by a maddened Pokemon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to Hisui to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to achieve something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. Whatever. Heal my Pokemon, you jerk. If, hypothetical as it may be, a Pokemon were to appear from within that time-space rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself, by force if you must. Do that, and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. He's just trying to kill me. Dickweed, heal my Pokemon. Ugh, fine, I'll heal my own Pokemon. Oh. I'm sorry, I was very rude to you. You did heal my Pokemon, thank you. Alright, let's go to the light. Hey, Volo. Got anything cool for me that I'm not going to buy from you because I don't trust you? Wait. Okay, fine. This is the first and last time I'm buying stuff from you. Okay, thank you. I hate you.
You've brought the red chain? Trevelyan, you're the only one who can stop whatever is unfolding atop the mountain.
That Pokemon that's apparently been sighted through the rift? I think it might be Almighty Sinnoh. But Commander Kamado stopped us from heading towards the temple. Is he in armor? Or is he just far away gray? Kinda looks like he's wearing armor. Which, like, what? Why? I don't think it'll help you from a god. Just gonna say that. He is wearing armor. Hey, guys. Oh. Look, if it's a lightning Pokemon, you're screwed. You again. I've heard that this red chain of yours will bind the world. I assume that to bind the world means to hold the world together, keeping it as it's meant to be. A welcome idea, but can I truly put my faith in such tales? Of course. Because you don't trust me, so... What do you even... What? Do you think even the red chain is some trick on Trevelyan's part? He worked mightily to get that thing, and I should know. I was with him the whole time. I saw him rise to the trials set by the 3 Pokemon in the lakes. If he somehow concocted all of this on his own, then what hope do we even have anyways? Perhaps you are right. But if I were to simply place my faith in this boy, and that faith were to be betrayed, then how could I possibly face my people? Then work together with us. Should something go wrong, I'll take complete responsibility. Fine, enough. Let fate decide what happens next. Whichever of us is stronger will prevail. Oh, alright, here we go. Face me with your Pokemon, Trevelyan. Today we battle in earnest. We've never battled before as far as I know, but okay. I like how his mustache is flowing in the wind like his headband. Bravery? Oh, I was too early on the bump. Oops, I meant to heavy it. Dang it! Oh. Oh, it's fine. That might not be fine. No, it's okay. A golem? Ow. Splinters? Well, that doesn't sound nice. Rocks drown! Rocks drown! Snorlax, more like... Oh, fuck. Aren't these things just notoriously a bitch to deal with? Because he's normal, so I should be good. Let me give me some health, though. That's not a normal type move, what the fuck? Fine. Stop that. Knock it off. I suppose I don't know why I heavied that. Because I'm a biscuit? Because I'm a silly, silly biscuit? I don't know, it's kind of really annoying, man. Maybe we could shock him. Zip zap? Be zip zap? He got too much flab that he can't be zip zapped? What's happening? Oh! Alright, bring back the balloon. Because Zen Headbutt's fine. It's not really doing too much damage-wise, so we'll just... Okay, we'll stop trying to make the Snorlax go to sleep, I guess. I guess we'll just fiddle away at his health until he's dead, so not much to do about it. You... Maybe we can poison him. I don't know. Be poisoned. Yes. Don't kill the plant. It's gonna kill the plant. Ow. But it's poisoned, which means it has a status ailment. Oh. I was about to be like, now I can use Hex. Can't use Hex. I don't know, bring the balloon back out. Good job, Matcha. You did well. We might be able to... This motherfucker. I don't know, what's very weak against? Poison. Okay. Works for me. Kill him, Matcha. Get him. That's not good. Ow. Alright, first we'll heal up the balloon. Then we'll raise Matcha from the dead again. And then we'll see if we can use Hex on the Clefairy. Because if we can, that would be great. I use so much. Heck yeah, you're screwed, Clefable. Get out of my face. Alright. Ha! 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 Dude, you're stupid. I'm just kidding, I do the same. Maybe he ran out of Zen Headbutts or something. Well, I guess. Oh, right. That works too. That works too. Ball decided. Yeah. Be shameful. You got your butt kicked by a teenager. Any Pokemon that threatens our life here must be eliminated. Ooh, level ups. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, now this is weird. Stop. Trevelyan, the fates have decided. I concede, and I apologize sincerely for doubting you. Commander. I know I have no right to ask it of you any longer, but please use that strength of yours for the sake of the Galaxy Expedition team. No, for the sake of the Celestia people and all the Pokemon living in Hisui. Celestica? Sure. Don't you worry, Commander. We've got the red chain. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Probably gonna fight God. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, are these all the whatever the hex? Because there's the wide ear. I think that's the first one we fought. There's Ursaluna, the Dancy lady. Oh yeah, cool. Cool. Oh yeah, we did fight that. I was like, and what the heck are you? Oh, these have thingies on them. It's a statue of one of the Pokemon that was said to have been loyal to the ancient... Here. Okay, whatever. They all say the same thing. Oh.
It's time to use the red chain. Let's see what it can do.
Hold on a sec. My head. Something's talking. Inside my head. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me then, human.
Hanuman, what are you saying? What do you mean, catch you?
Almighty Sinnoh, I think Almighty Sinnoh just spoke to me. It's telling me you hold the red chain. Try to catch me then, human, for the fight to come. Take these. You obtained 10 Ultra Balls. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate. Oh, is that, okay. Oh, hi. Dialoga? I can't pronounce this.
Go to sleep.
Diagla? That hurt.
Get in my ball?
Well, that was just lovely simple.
Was that it? Was that Sinnoh?
I mean, no, but... He caught it!
The red chain has shattered, but we owe the Pokemon of the Lakes our thanks for getting us this far.
Oh, well done, Trevelyan, my boy. Masterfully handled. I was watching the whole time as you battled and caught your way to a simply stunning victory. You truly are the pride of the Survey Corps.
Looks like I taught him what. No, I'm not taking credit. No, it wasn't you.
Wait, it's happening again. I can hear her, Almighty Sinnoh. No, no, it's called Diagla. Mighty Diagla speaking to me in my mind. Space-time is torn. Awful power spills forth. The frenzied one comes to fight. Now, human. Fight it with me. You're telling me there's another one? But the red chain smashed to bits. No way even Trevelyan could tackle another Pokemon as strong as the last one now. Okay. I mean, it took 2 turns. Hi. Whoosh. Throw the rocks at him. Why are we running? I can do it. Probably. Yeah. All of you, we must vacate this. Forget the fancy talk, book it. Come on, we gotta make it back to the summit camp while we still can. We need to leave before this other almighty Sinnoh decides it wants to fight us. But Commander,
We can't just leave it here.
you dunce! You won't be any use to anybody if you die up here on the mountain. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, we gotta get going. Oh, we're a different accent now, alright. No, I want to fight it. It was pretty easy. Alright, whatever. Such dreadful power. It's certainly beyond our current capabilities to survey such a creature. I'm amazed you've managed to stay on your feet before, Trevelyan. And did you notice the energy pouring out of the rift? It seems likely that a build-up of the same energy was what caused the strange lightning that threw the noble Pokemon into their frenzied states. I can't believe there really were 2 almighty Sinnoh after all. Guess this means none of our clans were really wrong, huh? I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. To the both of you as fellow leaders. You saw the truth that I could not. You never abandoned your trusted Trevelyan. And you, Trevelyan. I'm sorry I was such a dick. I acted on ill-considered presumptions and drove you from the Galaxy Expedition team, forcing you to face great hardship alone. And despite all that, you still strove to save us. To save all of Hisui. Yeah, sure. I mean, Automon asked me to, so I can't say no to that beautiful face. Well, it's not like we could just sit back and ignore the space-time rift.
And we understood, Commander, that you had reasons to act as you did.
Commander, might I suggest we return to the matter at hand? We've left things in quite a state up at the temple. That's the stuff, Mr. Professor. You'd rather face what's in front of us than dwell on the past, huh? Just what I'd expect from a real scientist. A dependable attitude indeed. Yes, let us move on. No need to speak any further about my rash actions, not to mention my loss of composure. It seems that having Trevelyan about has been a good influence on all. Yeah, thank goodness you were here, huh? We'd have no chance getting through this disaster without you.
We're still not through it. How is he to keep fighting? The red chain has shattered.
Relax, I've got a plan, thanks to what mighty Diagla told me.
Diagla? The Pokemon that spoke to you?
Yeah, and along with its name, it also told me what we need. We need Balms, the stone of creation's beginning, the chain of red, the vessel of humankind's invention, and unite these 3 and calm the chaos now pervading space. And finally, mighty Diagla said it wants to go with us back to the temple.
Well, the red chain we have, at least. Those pieces anyways, I did collect them.
And the vessel of humankind's inventions, I dare say that might refer to a Pokeball. That's got to be it, but what about that stone of creation's beginning part?
Leon might have some idea. He's knowledgeable about stones and minerals. He even goes digging for ore sometimes.
Nerd. Is that so? The Warden Leanne will be a fine resource to consult. And what are your thoughts, Professor Laventon? Do you have any idea what this stone could be? Oh, upon my word, perhaps I do. Trevelyan, my boy, could you lend me those plates you received from Wydeer and the others? The ones that Volo said had message engraved upon them. Sure. Aha, just as I remembered, here on the back of the Earth plate it says, when the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I think this might be a hint to what we need.
How do you mean?
Don't you see? We must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the same material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Leanne might just know where to find such a thing, as he said he's been investigating at Volo's urging. Now that you mention it, that Volo fellow's come around the diamond settlement asking about those plates before, too.
This seems like a lead worth following.
It's decided then. Thus begins our search for the Stone of Creation's beginning. Although the name is rather a mouthful, wouldn't you say? I suppose we could call it Origin Ore.
Okay.
Irida, may we ask for your clan's aid once more?
Of course. I'll call Leanne to the summit camp at once.
Oh good, I was afraid I'd have to walk there. I waited as long as anyone could reasonably expect, but my invitation just never came. So I decided to honor you all with an unsolicited visit. Be glad and rejoice. I hate you. Now, Audubon, I see all these other louts have their little tasks to be getting on with. But what of the great Melly? Where's my role in all this? I'm your leader, Melly. Show a shred of respect, would you? Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and give me a job, great leader Audubon, and make it a good one. You want a job? Fine, your job is to support the others. All the other wardens are busy looking after their nobles and keeping the people of our clan from panicking. Take a hint. Oh, Audubon. Oh, you silly, foolish boy. Don't you understand anything? Everyone has work they are suited to and work they are not. And oh, before I forget, it seems you weren't entirely useless after all, Galaxy Team Grunt. Well done, you. Take this as a reward for your adorable efforts. Just my way of encouraging the little people. And you're all so little compared to me. Look, just 'cause you're tall and you got a big hat doesn't mean I'm little. I don't even know what that is.
I brought Leanne.
Yeesh, that ugly hat suits you as poorly as this important role does. I don't like this at all. I should be the one consulted for my wisdom. Isui's ores and stones are her precious resource. Since I was the first to realize that fact, it's only natural that I should be the first consulted. If you have a problem with it, perhaps you'd like to take it up with Kavor in battle, with that bumbling ball of yours. Excuse me, that bumbling ball is more than capable of zapping both you and that ugly bug of yours all the way back to your stupidly oversized tree. Shall we prove it to you now? Melly, give it a rest and play nice with the Pearl Clan folks for once, would you? Bigger things are at stake here. But Audemon... Everyone back home is all worked up about the fact you were spoken to by Almighty Sinnoh, or Almighty Diagla, or whatever. This is the Diamond Clan's day. Be proud. Warden Leanne, if you would. Certainly. Then let us be set out at once. We make for the primeval grotto. I remember that name, but I don't remember where that is. Hold on a moment. Something is in my eye. Glasses. Ugh, why? Why? Suddenly, without warning, things in your eyes. Okay, where am I going? Oh, just down the hill. I see. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. What do you want? What the fuck is a spheal? Oh, thank goodness you passed by. Please, I need you to rescue my spheal. Its adorable round body caused it to go rolling down the hill, and it headed straight for the Stone Tooth Rose and Boulder Roll Ravine. Those areas are full of dangerous Pokemon. You're the new survey courts member everyone's talking about, right? Please help me find my dear's Phil. Yeah, later. I'm sure he's fine. What, is there a cave? Am I missing something? Oh, there's a cave. What the heck is that? Oh, jeez. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Oh, is this the origin ore?
What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leanne?
Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skills of mining, and the strength of my Siglu's moves, I think you better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I'd probably send my balloon out.
We're going to have to ask you to stop right there.
Oh. Oh, saw ladies, what's up? Don't get in our way, world's ending. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover, we haven't seen you since you walked out on the clan. Where have you been all this time?
I don't have to tell you nothing.
Look, you can carry on digging out the treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow.
What we seek may be precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We need it to restore this awful sky to normal.
Look, that earnest goody two-shoot axe of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Okay, enough. I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Trevelyan. You take charm. Okay. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. Okay. Oh, we're back to the weird music. I mean, I guess, like, it's not weird. It's just like, what the heck is that? Is that a castle over there? It looks like there's a sandcastle over yonder. Gengar. Well, that was fast. Hi! Hello, Spotty321? Well, you're rather formidable. How has your night been? Or day, or midday, whatever your time zone may be. Come on, Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are, except that I've kicked your butt every round I've fought with you. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all its stupid rules. I'm pretty good. Just getting through this game. Lots of stuff at the end here. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you better do something about that sky. Well, we were. You are as strong as ever, Trevelyan. Maybe you can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. Bye. Something is still in my eye. Honestly, those three, why did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon.
Thanks. The coin I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help.
Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. Story in this game is definitely S tier. Make sure to do the post game as well. It just keeps getting better. I've heard that because most of the post game is just getting all the Pokemon right in the Pokedex. I was able to extract some of that origin ore, whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it better go with you, Australian. Yes, please.
Origin ore.
An ore of mysterious power, spoken of in ancient myths and said to contain the power of almighty Sinnoh itself. Except, we determined that Sinnoh is two? Or something? Diagla and the other thingy? That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply fail to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly.
I knew we could count on you, Leanne. No wonder Clavor recognizes you as a worthy warden.
That's part of it, but there's also a lot more story. Really? The Zoruru mask is amazing, right? I think I got it in one of those gift things. I don't think I've taken it off since I gotten it, because it's just too cool. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laviton's got sound judgment, plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. I guess. Okay, let's go. So this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the Origin Ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly?
Of everything by the sound of it.
Exactly, my girl. Now then, back to Jubilife Village. Oh, okay. We're just gonna leave the giant creature up in the temple? Nah, this is fine. This is safe. Hope you've been able to stay spoiler-free. Mostly, I know that you can get the namesake of the game, but I don't know otherwise most of what's happening. I'm a Pokemon noob. Like, I started with Gold. I didn't get very far in Gold. I played a few DS ones, and I've only ever completed Sword and Shield. And I name a lot of the Pokemons my own names, so I don't know half the Pokemon's names.
Here you are, Professor Laviton. What remains of the red chain, broken as it may be.
Splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly luck you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple.
Your turn, Trevelyan. Next comes the Stone of the Creation's beginning.
Oh, that's right. I'm holding it. You handed over the Origin Ore. The fragments of the red chain, collected at the great personal risk by the Pearl Clan. Then the Stones of Creation's beginning, which we first learned of thanks to the Diamond Clan. And now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. Akari, my girl, you are one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Okay, sure, craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? But I'm better. I'm just saying.
This is my true battlefield, Trevelyan, even if it may be safe indoors.
This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurry it up in there.
I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience.
If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because I'd be using time well. Unlike this. We've done it, Trevelyan. It's complete. throws it right at my face and I get caught in it. I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Did you play Brilliant Diamond / Shining Pearl? I haven't. That's the newest one, right? Or that's the one before this? Because it's a remake of Diamond and Pearl, isn't it? Ooh, fancy. A singular and irreplaceable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzy Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. If these Pokeballs of yours are full of wonder. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. Before this, it's a flat remake of Diamond and Pearl? Oh, okay. No, I haven't played that. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Whoa, hold on, it's that voice. I hear it in my head again. Oh, God's talking.
You mean Diagla? Diagla?
Yeah. Diagla? Yeah. Seems like mighty... I'm just gonna call him Dia. Mighty Dia, willing to lend its strength to this fight. That's what it's telling me.
That's certainly excellent news. The Diamond Clan's almighty Sinnoh, or perhaps I should say Dia, is fearsomely powerful.
Everything's ready now, Trevelyan. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Dia. Dialga. Dialga? I think it might be Dialga. Prepare well, then make... I mean, I'm prepared as I'm gonna be. Well, I guess I will save first.
Oh, what's up, lady? And here you are, lost one, ready to face your fate atop Mount Cornet? It seems a vicious battle might await you.
I mean, I'm going. If it's anything like the last battle, this might be easy. I did like a confusion, and then... No. It wasn't confusion. It was the sleepy time one, and then Hex. It did pretty well. Unfortunate, there's a lot of subtle nods / references to the normal Diamond Pearl Platinum storyline in this game. Yeah, I think someone else told me that. I'm like, oh, well, that's unfortunate, because I was like, oh wait, Diamond and Pearl Clan. It's probably related to that somehow. And there was a quest that I had to look up, because it was referenced, I think, in Diamond and Pearl, and I had no idea what it was talking about.
Now, hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Palkia, ruler of all space. If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will warp and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, I just had it. Dialga. Dialga, the ruler of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to space and time, and the world can once again be as it should. Now, take Dialga at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more.
Which one more specifically? Don't want to actually talk about something I haven't done yet. Oh shoot, I don't remember the Pokemon's name. The one where you have to, like, you need to have 3 Pokemon in your party, and you gotta go to some part of the lake. Something rings in the distance, you go to a cave, and then you can get a legendary Pokemon, I think it is. But I don't remember its name. Because we called it Isby Too Bright. So now I've forgotten its name wholeheartedly. Oh, do I have to put him in my party? That would make sense. Ah, we can look right now. What's its name? This thing. Manaphy. Yeah, that's what it was. I think so. Who do we want to replace this with? We'll replace Sylvain. Because we have some psychic stuff with Love Balloon. Sorry, Sylvain. You're great. But this is a god. Alright, we will save again. Yep, right menu. Let's go.
Now, hearken to my words.
Yep, we've already discussed this. Blah, blah, blah. Eventually broken. Let's go.
Let's do this. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has on offer.
Excuse me, is this the time for shopping?
Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man?
You know, fair. Fair point. That's what I thought. Yeah, the one is very subtle. It's in a book in some random library in one of the towns. Only reason I knew about it is I also heard it from someone. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I had to look it up. And I also got really confused. I'm like, I have all the Pokemon I need, but I had the first evolution when you needed the second evolution of the pufferfish-looking Pokemon.
All right, Trevelyan, once you feel ready, set out. We'll make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more.
Let's go!
Yes, yes. Summit, please.
Oh, there's a statue of them in the background there. Alright. No, we'll save when we get to the top. That's not what I meant, but that'll do. Oh, goodness gracious. Another YouTuber I saw made the same mistake and was super confused. It's just like, I got it. I got the thingy. Nope, you did not get the thingy. Oh, goodness. What's up? Just the boy I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here, closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. I wasn't worried about you. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokémon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. I'm watching you. Alright, let's save now. Again. How do you guys always get ahead of me? We left at the same time, I think. For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit?
Yee.
Hey, Trevelyan, let's meet tomorrow together.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's a saying we've got in the Diamond Clan. It means you hope you'll both stay safe.
Perhaps it's worth listening to what the Diamond Clan has to say sometimes as well.
We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Trevelyan, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Ooh. Maybe everyone shouldn't have been standing in the temple. Though I suppose standing outside of it would have been a bad idea too. Oh, it turned into a centaur. Oh, golly. Oh, jeez. Ah! How do you dodge? I've forgotten already. There we go. Ah! Oh! Oh, jeez. You done with that? Okay. This isn't gonna go good. Yep. Yep. Okay. Just so many meteors, that's cool. Alright, I gotta be ready for the stupid pulse wave one. Oh, that one. Are you charging now? What's happening? Oh, now we got lasers. That's fun. Oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. Does he kind of, like, blow up? Oh! Cutscene also had another reference to regular Diamond and Pearl. Before this was Complete Temple, but now it got destroyed and the columns became sharp, almost like spears. In BDSP and Diamond Pearl Platinum, this place is called Spear Pillar because of how it now looks. Oh, that's pretty neat. Yes, please. Well, I'd like to continue, please. Carry over some progress you made on the bleeding mama. Yes, please. I'm always confused when it asks me that. Oh, ah! Dickweed. Aw, I thought I could thread the needle. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. Reason I asked that is because some people want to beat it all in one try. Personally, I reset the gauge for each of the battle. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, please don't break out.
He caught it. He really did it, didn't he?
My eyes aren't lying, right? He actually went and caught it. Yes, oh, good show. What a catch! You contained the fearsome thing in the origin ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Trevelyan. Congrats, you just saved the universe. Yes! Super simple.
Thanks, Sinnoh. Formidable as usual, Trevelyan.
Yes.
Don't cry. It's okay.
So even the commander sheds a tear now and then? Never thought I'd see the day.
Yes, what a sight to have witnessed.
Uh-oh. Ouch, what gives, Commander? Not sure I deserved a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one, and having Trevelyan head everything and do all the hard parts. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans, this will be the greatest celebration Hizuni has ever seen.
Celebrate with the Diamond Clan?
Are we really still on about this? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over who was wrong or right are ancient history now.
I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree. But this may as well be the best path forward, protecting the space we all share.
Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. Does that by proxy make me like your sub-god, because your gobs are my Pokemon right now?
Ooh. Credits.
Well, that was fun. I mean, there's post-game stuff that we can do for like half an hour here. And then, depending on how much story there is to it, I mean, from what it sounds like, there's a lot. We'll either continue this, or we'll be moving on to a viewer-suggested game. I think I have 4 to choose from right now. It's most likely going to be... I'll just keep playing to find out.
That is fair.
What is it? Ori and the Blind Forest, I think it is what was suggested. So we might be doing that next, but we still have to finish this first.
Oh, I remember that. And that.
Oh, sorry.
And this lady.
There's a new one coming out, isn't there? In the same kind of like style of this one? Like open world running around type thing. Post game will take a bit. Alright, duly noted. Choo Choo Train Man. Which I told he ran a train Pokemon thing. He's a train conductor or something. Battle Express? I can't recall. In November. Okay, okay, okay. I like this style a lot more than running in the grass, getting constantly attacked. I like all the games that I've played, but I think I've only ever completed Sword and Shield in this one. It's one of the older Pokemon games. He's a train conductor. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I remember nothing about Heart Gold, but I got it to help my friend who had the other one get Pokemon, so I was helping. Right, I do really like this style. Never know what to say during credits. It's just like, credits. Yep. Gosh, there's still something in my eye, and it's not gonna come out, I don't think. It might just be something stupid like dust. Stolen meme. In Sinnoh, Pokemon hide from people in the grass. In Mother Hisui, people hide from Pokemon in the grass. Nice, nice. I like the, there's a comic that someone drew, and it was like my interpretation of, I think it was either my wife or my husband playing Arceus, and the person just ran up to what they were trying to get and they just spiked the ball right into them. That's so funny, because I do it all the time. Ooh, that's cool. It's neat. Oh, come on. Fine, I don't want it anyways. My ARC phone is beeping. It's like, hey man, didn't do what I say. Seek out all Pokemon. Alright. Well, I hope Palkia's entry is complete. Right? Like, it's a nice picture. Like, come on, Nintendo. Don't be rude. If I'd have known, I would have hid every screen, so then, you know, could have just snipped it later. Good morning, Trevelyan. It looks like the space-time rift has vanished. The sky's gone back to normal again. Which I suppose means we better get back to our original mission, completing the Pokédex. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss our next steps. See you there soon, Trevelyan. I'm just gonna go ahead and point out that I've been the only one doing anything. You can find it online. That makes sense. Like, I think it would be like a nice background. When do you want your Pokemon to turn into a, not Beautifly? The other one? Mothra? I don't remember what it's called. I have a task with unreported data. Oh, golly goodness. What? You're that talented Survey Corps member I keep hearing about, right? I have a favor to ask of you. You know Ouroboros Tunnel, yeah? The tunnel near Obsidian Falls? Oh yeah, I go there all the time. I'm hoping to dig into that tunnel walls to see if I can find any good stone there, but a Pokemon's been raging about and getting in my way. It's more than I can handle. Think you could calm it down for me? Sure. Thanks a ton. Please head to the tunnel once you're ready to calm down that Pokemon. Taken for tomorrow. I'll be with you in a second, ma'am. I'm gonna get all these things on my board. A token of gratitude. Medi of the Diamond Clan says she was saved by a mysterious Pokemon many years ago. Listen to her story and determine whether there's anything to do in the matter of a follow-up. I think I read that wrong. But we'll just move on. Alright, I'm here. So, I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival. Not as much as you with the potato mochi, I assume. Indeed. That only seems natural, given the crowd. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Oh! You're British. Captain! I believe you must be imagining things. Now, Professor Lavington, to business. What is the current state of progress on the Pokédex? I dare say we've made quite significant progress all in all. Though we could afford to put a little more effort into our research task. And of course, it is hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokémon have only been mentioned in Hisui's legends. After all, who knows if they're even real? With how little we know about Hisui's history and legends, it seems a tall order for us to tackle. I mean me. Me to tackle. It's me. Pardon, couldn't help it over here. Okay. If it's Hisuian history and legends you want, then I'm your man. Why, I've spent plenty of time studying such things of... I mean, while also tirelessly doing my work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I've visited many of the ruins and whatnot here in Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon of legend in these parts. Oh, music to my ears, my good fellow. Listen well, Trevelyan. You are to learn all you can from the merchant Volo and work together as needed, for the sake of the Pokedex. Fine, if it's for the Pokedex, I guess. We, meanwhile, will also continue to gather intelligence on Pokemon by other means. Understood. I'll set up at the Heights camp then, Trevelyan. I'll be expecting you. Sure. Alright. Besides, I have something I'd like to discuss with you too, so I hope you won't keep me waiting. I don't trust him. I don't like him. His hair swoop is making me suspicious. What do you think of Volo? I don't trust him. But that's just me and my assumptions. As soon as I saw his hair swoop and his attitude, I was just like, nah, you've got ulterior motives. Ah, if it isn't one of our beloved customers, I've not bought a single thing from your clan, but you're welcome. Might I trouble you to help me with a little survey work? I guess. In my family, we've always passed down tales of some ancestor that lived in a village around the Avalanche Slopes, but I've never been able to find any hint of such a settlement ever existing. I'm beginning to doubt the tales are true. But everyone wants to know about where they came from, don't they? So help me out, see if you can find any evidence of people ever lived around the Avalanche Slopes. Okay, sounds fun. Is that it? No one else wants anything from me? Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll just go talk to Volo. I'm gonna say, well, unless there's like obvious quests somewhere. Nope. Alright, we out. Where is the Heights camp? That's... okay. I was like, is that in the field lens, or...
Point down.
Oh, I thank you for following, Spotty321. I appreciate it. Oh, there he is. Almost forgot to do that. Oh, good. I'm glad I could fit to that. I've played so many games where gaps like that, you just can't go through, and you're like, come on. Oh, I've seen those things places. Trevelyan, there you are. Have a look here, if you will. A good, long, close look, please. See these patterns modeled after Pokemon? I've come to think that they might be letters. Rather like hieroglyphs, if you will. I named all of them because I don't know who any of them are. Well, not named, I'm more so trying to identify them. Well, now I know one of them's Diagla and the other's... I've already forgotten its name. Kaplik? It's a K. K something. Rather like hieroglyphs, if you will. I've inspected ruins across the region and have concluded that they all seem to tell the same tale. The tale of a brave soul who, together with the Pokemon at his side, went on a journey to search for the fragments of an all-encompassing deity. Cool. All-encompassing? Yes, an all-encompassing deity, the creator of this very universe, and its name is... Arceus? Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Doesn't start with a K? Shoot! Is there a K involved? Perhaps you've already heard this name. It does sound familiar. It's the name of my phone, after all. Of course, what else could I have expected from the hero who saved the Hisui region? But now let us discuss the fragments. They must surely be the plates. Yes, the very plates you collected as you went about quelling all the frenzied nobles. Haven't you noticed that they all have words carved on the backs? Go on, give them a read. You read the text engraved on the back of the first plate you obtained. The original one... Is your foot okay? The original one breathed alone before the universe came. This original one is none other than the Pokemon known as Arceus. So, what do you say, Trevelyan? I think we should try to gather all the plates. Don't I already have them all? And I just got the idea where to start our search. Join me in the heart of the Cruising Grove. Well, anything to get your foot to stop twitching. I guess I don't have them all? Yeah, there's a prominent K. Hit and starts with a P. You see, the problem is I want to say paprika, and I know that's not correct. This is why we have Pokedexes, right? Oh, Palkia. Oh, it's not paprika. Ooh, can I nickname the Pokemon? I shouldn't. Oh, right. You got saved by a Pokemon or something. Yeah, I'll talk to you. So we meet here again. I've been hearing plenty about your impressive exploits, like the, the world thing, but whatever. But of course, I've always known you would impress us, even since you dealt with that alpha cricketune for me. I've had my hands full as well. I've no idea why, but Munchlax keeps trying to run off in different directions. Munch! Have you tried shiny hunting? I've not tried shiny hunting, but I have 3 shinies. One from the tutorial on shinies, and then I got a shiny Drifloon and a shiny... I don't remember what it's called. We will look at it in a second. Munch! Munchlax, where are you off to now? Nowhere. I'm not sure what he's so focused on, but he just up and disappears without warning. Keeping track of him has been quite the task. Mun! All the shinies I have, besides the first one, have been on accident, and I just hear a blum blum, and I'm just like, what was that? And everyone's like, it's a shiny! And I'm like, oh. Shiny hunted my playthrough team. Nice, nice. What was that just now? It almost seemed to be responding to Munchlax. Your Arc phone is reacting to Munchlax and displaying his destination. It's pointing to Ramanaz Island. Okay. My, isn't this exciting? I wonder if we're about to see another strange phenomenon sweep across Hisui. I hope not. Or if it is, don't count me out. Or perhaps I'm reading too much into things. Could I ask you to visit Ramanaz Island to try to shed some light on the new mystery? I guess. Phenomena. Doo-doo-ba-doo-doo. Oh, I always pressed the wrong button. I got it in the Snowlands. This one, I got, oh, I always press all the wrong buttons. Oh, I've only ever gotten a shiny of that, I guess. Yeah, I got the shiny version of this. Glally. Glally? Glally. Guess why am I walking? Because this is as close as I'm gonna get. That's why I'm walking. Like, when they're like, it's a shiny, I'm like, I can't tell. It looks the same. But then I compared two of them that I had, and it was just like, oh, yep, that is a shiny. Do we take damage if we... Okay, cool. I believe it's Gaylily. That would make sense. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I got plenty of years. I was just like, what are those? Hey man. I've been wondering about that tree. Now, Trevelyan, according to my own investigations... Oh, goodness. Galele? Oh, okay. What? An elf of Vespiqueen? Terribly sorry, Trevelyan, but do you think you could handle it? Sure. I think it's a bug type. Bug flying, alright. That's a cool looking move. Could I have it? Would you like to be on my team? We're super cool. Yeah, we're super cool. Vespiqueen. Woohoo. Stone plate? Oh, okay. Imbued with the essence of rock. Rocks can drown. When used on certain Pokemon, it allows Pokemon to gain the power of the rock type. Why did that alpha Pokemon have the plate we were looking for? Maybe it just happened to find the plate lying around. In any case, that's the only other plate that I had any information about, so that's that. And yet nothing seems to be happening, which makes me suspect must still be more plates left out there for us to find. Not to worry, though. I know the perfect person to ask. She's bound to know all about the plates. Mistress Kakita. The one and only Mistress Kakita, yes. You haven't had the chance to properly thank her for her help in attaining the Red Chain, and am I right? All the more reason to pay her a visit. So onward to the ancient retreat. Okay. Okay, I was like, oh, well, who is it? Who's here? Oh, he's still in my party. Oh, hello. Anyways, before we get caught up in that. Yeah, we'll keep God in our pocket, why not? Maybe we'll get the other God too. Oh, hush up about the general store, leave me alone. What type are you? Water dragon? Teal dragon. But I already have a nice water. Meh. Not as cool. Oh, sure, yeah. Look, I caught God. Twice. I guess we've already reported God. Oh ho, it seems you made some new observations. Let's have a look then. I just realized something. You never fought Cynthia, have you? And I don't know who Cynthia is. I see, must eliminate all the... Yeah, update the Pokedex, blah blah blah. Okay, that's nice. Is she from Diamond Pearl Platinum? I guess return to the village so I can go elsewhere. Champion of Diamond and Pearl? Gotcha. A mass outbreak of Magikarp. Oh no! Oh god, why? Such a shame. We'll be splashed to death. Huh. Post-game has a lot of references to her. It's one of the most iconic fights in Pokemon. Oh. I'll have to look her up later. Hello. I see you have not gotten a new change of clothes. Oh, lost one. It's miraculous what you've done. It seems the red chain served its purpose as well. And you carried out your duty as you were bid. But what brings you here? Have you yet need of me? It's about the plates. Ah yes, a tale's whose origins lie a millennia or two ago. Millennia or two. Those were the days of the ancient Sinnoh people, from whom I am descended across many generations. These forebears of mine worship Arceus as the Pokémon that created the Hisui region. I have heard of certain fragments, plates as they are called, that were given to the ancestors of Pokémon, such as Clavor and Wydeer. You may want to stop by the Diamond Pearl sediments. Oh, okay, okay. No, I do remember they are. I'm like, do I remember where they are? Is that all? I thought that surely you could tell us more about the Arceus and the plates. I'm afraid I've nothing new to tell you. Why, the Diamond and Pearl clans would never have confused Dialga and Palkia with the creator Arceus had anything concrete been passed down. If only we had more to go on, the answers to these mysteries may even shed a light on why Trevelyan here fell from the sky. Well, I assume it's for plot reasons, but... Ah, I see what you intend. Very well, I'll help as best I can. There are still other tremendous Pokemon in Hisui, other mysteries to be solved. Whether they are connected to Arceus, I cannot say for certain, but in searching them out, perhaps you'll stumble upon the path you seek. Let me think. There are the Pokemon of the lakes, of course, and the Temple Giant. The Crescent Moon, the volcano, and perhaps you might even return to the very beginning. Now then, what would you hear of? Oh goodness, I guess the lake first? Oh yes, them you already know. Go give them your thanks for the red chain, and show them how strong you've become. Okay. Now then, what would you hear of? Volcano? Well, where could that be but Firespit Island? Well, yeah. Thank you. Crescent Moon? Yes, the moon. You must go where you may meet the moon's gaze, unobstructed. Does that clue illuminate your path? Well, make for the Cornet Highlands for now. Is that where the Clefairies dance in the moonlight? Now then, what'd you hear of? Giant, please. The secret that lurks in Snowpoint Temple. To find it, you must open the door that is sealed. Now then, what would you hear of? Indeed, a beginning for you, certainly. Where was it you first fell to the earth here? Now then, that's it. Done with your questions, are you? Yep. Very well, Lost One. The rest depends on you and your efforts. It appears that the opening of the space-time rift compelled Pokemon that might otherwise stay hidden to come out and see what has befallen the world. The moral of the story with Cynthia is basically, you don't beat her. She's one of the toughest trainers ever. Ooh, yee. I hope you succeed for your own sake and for that of the Pokemon you labor on. So like even in game you don't beat her? Or is it just like, yeah, she's super duper hard and she's really hard to beat? I knew we could rely on you, Mistress Kagita. That's more than enough information to work with. Now let's find those plates. Okay. It's just as I had suspected. Pokemon are the key to our search, Trevelyan. If we can gather all the plates from them and decipher the messages on the back of the plates, at last, perhaps we can meet Arceus itself. No, I gotta complete the Pokedex before that, I think. You should go search for the Pokemon that Kagita mentioned, Trevelyan. I have my own avenues of research that I'd like to pursue. No, you beat her just on an attempt with multiple digits in its number. Oof. Oof. Arceus, creator of all Hisui. I truly can't wait to see what kind of Pokemon it might be. Well, it's super cool and hip, because it upgraded my phone to an iPhone 11. Probably. I don't know. Alright, we will go visit the Diamond and Pearl clans, and then we will probably wrap up for the night. Oh, don't talk to me. Ugh. What's up, dude? I've had a message from Mrs. Kagita. I'm told you're collecting plates of some sort with the merchant Volo. Then we must go to Prelude Beach. Meet me there. I'll catch up. Might not be a bad idea to look up a picture of her and maybe listen to the start of her theme. I will do that. No. Wait, no. Here. Oh. Golly. What, block bound? I guess it doesn't matter, I'll fly to it. Bum. What do you mean it's unusual to see a visitor? No, it's not. Hello, everybody. Let's play past the time, losers. Am I in the right spot? Yeah, where is he? Tad hard to find, walk closer to the lake. Gotcha. Oh, flag was perfect. Nailed it. Oh. What you need, buddy? Hey, if it isn't Trevelyan, good timing. I found some treasures you'd be interested in. Did that make your ears perk up? Happy to fill you in if you're curious. Yeah. I like treasure. There's that Survey Corps spirit. Curiosity is what moves science forward, according to the good old Mr. Professor. But come to think of it, what I found seems too valuable to just let you in on it for free. Oh, come on, man. I saved the world. You'll need to work a little. I need to work a little? Okay. Here's the deal. I want you to show me what's in your mind, your heart, your soul. In short, battle me. Oh, okay. That's easy enough. Then it's on. Time to see what you've got. Here I come, knowing full well how tough you are for the future of the Diamond Clan. You have 6 Pokemon now? Oh, you little jerkwad. That's not fair, they're all out.
Bye-bye.
At least they're all only like level 30, otherwise I'd be like, Anamon, what the heck, man? Okay, well, except for that one. Ow. That was awfully rude. I want all the EVs. Well, that was mean. I know it'd be kind of hard, but I wish for the shinies they had different colored moves. Because, like, it could be purple fire. That'd be cool. Oh, yeah, if they're all level 60s, yikes. You're really something, and I'm a man of my word, so here's that treasure. What is it? Adamant crystal? That would be really cool. When used on Diagla, this large glowing gem wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form. This used to be my grandfather's. He said it was something related to Almighty Sin. I mean to Mighty Diagla. So now that I've put you through the ringer a little, it seems right to give it to you since you're the one who caught Mighty Dialga. His name's hard. You know, I ought to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky to us. You taught me another way to get along with Pokemon, another way to relate to the world. Oh, stop. Comet Shard. Oh, gosh. Wait, where is it? Is it a key item? It's a key item. So I can just use it on him? So are you a different type now? Still, whoa! They got some legs! Oops. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Is this like an alternate form? Jeebus! So big. In Diamond and Pearl, there's an adamant orb which is related to Diagla, but can't let it change form as the forms doesn't exist in there. People have theorized that is probably a shard of the crystal. I see, I see. Alright, well let's go get the other one. Oh, and then... Fuck. Palkia? He'll turn into, the centaur? We'll bring God to the Pearl Clan. Which they live in the mountains. Yeah, they live in snowland because they're a bunch of freaks. Oh, that's, nope, don't remember its name. It's a dragonfly, though. Let's do Ice Peak, because I think that's nearby. Yeah, there they be. It's the equivalent of Palkia form you fought at the Temple of Sinnoh. The reason you fought Origin Palkia is that you picked the Diamond Clan. If you picked Pearl Clan, you would have first caught Palkia, then fought Diaglev, or Origin form. Oh, I see. Oh, you're just up on the hill. Gyarados should be easier to find. Yep, there she be. Oh, Ottermon, always making things difficult.
Hello, Trevelyan. I was just about to go find you and tell you about this precious, incredibly precious thing I found. Are you curious? Tantalized?
I am curious. Although I have suspicions.
As you should be. There isn't a single person in all of vast Hisui who wouldn't be interested in treasure. But anyways, before I show you, can you guess what I want to do?
You want a battle?
Yes, exactly. I want to be able to achieve feats like yours. Like what you did atop Mount Coronet.
Coronet. I always miss the second O.
Now, give me one moment. I need to center myself.
I also need to throw out all my Pokemon at once. Hey, don't cheat. Oh. You can play other songs on this flute? I thought it was just a
My partners and I are going to get stronger and travel all across this wide world.
Okay. Whatever you say. Oh golly. Just the Pokemon looking up and I'm like, how can God get frostbite? The noise from the flute is from the loading screen of Diamond and Pearl. Oh.
A critical hit. No.
Flareon's like, I ain't dealing with this.
Eee.
Alright, jeez.
Too easy.
I'm also just like super strong, so you know. I know all about type advantages if we do the normal 3.
I wonder, Trevelyan, are there people even stronger than you out in the world, with Pokemon stronger than yours?
Definitely. 100% probably.
I'll just have to find out for myself, I suppose. Here, the treasure I promised you.
You attained the Lustrous Globe. When used on Palkia, this large glowing orb wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form.
I'm told this once belonged to the founder of the Pearl Clan. It's somehow connected to Almighty to Mighty Palkia, I mean. And since Mighty Palkia is with you now, I'll entrust the Lustrous Globe to you too. Thank you, Trevelyan, for everything.
You got it. Well, let's look at him or her and their So buff. So mech-like. my good, no! Woofter, woofter. In Diamond Pearl, there's also a Lustrous Orb, same story as the Adamant Orb. I see, I see. What do you mean now's not the time for that? Come back then. Tuh. Like, where are your arms? I mean, it looks cool. Oh, do not come towards me. That kind of scared me. Back in, please. Alright, we will save here. Alright. And we will wrap up for the day. Oh boy. Main story done. Main story done. Now we are on to all the side stories. Or the post... I suppose it's called post-story stories. Post-game. Whatever, same difference. So we will be back for that on Sunday. Continuing this. I might do, if I have time... I probably won't, because I have to edit a podcast. I might do some, like, grabbing Pokemon outside of stream, so you don't just have to watch me try to hunt Pokemon, which is kind of boring. Post-game. Yes, that's what it's called. Tuesday is still Solasta, Crown of the Magister, if you're interested in that D&D based stuff. I don't remember where we are then. Sounds like a Tuesday problem. But for now, let us find somebody to raid. Snazzy Bastard's online. We tend to raid him a lot. Turn on notifications. Hopefully I'll be able to make it back for the next one. Hopefully I would like it if you come back. It'd be fun. But yes, he is playing Elden Ring right now, so if that's your speed, stay on. If that's not your speed, no problem. I will see you Tuesday. And Friday is still Majora's Mask, barring any random occurrences this week. But yes, thank you for coming. We will raid in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.